Is that all they brought with them? Oh, they have 21 players here. It's brutal. I left so early just to get. One time it took me a half an hour to get here from my office, and my office is downtown Mill Valley. Yeah, I left too late. I was started the game already started when I got. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 North Coast Section lacrosse game between the number 14 seed Miramonte Matadors and the number 3 seed Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks. Your display of good sportsmanship will demonstrate your support for the participants, coaches, and officials during this special educational activity. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Our student athletes enjoy the opportunity to participate in CIF North Coast Section Championships, thanks in large part to the generosity of our family of corporate partners. Please remember to support our corporate partners in appreciation of their support of our student athletes. The Marines, NFHS Network, the 49er Cal High Sports Report, California Correctional Peace Officers Association, Gatorade, East Bay, Nike, Scorebook Live, Crystal Creamery, California Army National Guard, Max Preps, California Canopy, and Black Bear Diner. The referees for today's NCS game are Mark Elder, Raphael Nudd, and Meredith Grubb. These officials are neutral and have earned the opportunity to officiate today's game based on evaluation by their respective officials associations and approval of the coaches for whom they work during the league season. We congratulate them on their selection. Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the California Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student while serving your community. Ask us about our 100% tuition reimbursement program. Join the Guard to be a part-time soldier and earn a college degree at nationalguard.com/CA. The NFHS network streams many NCS championship contents live at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Check it out. Selected events may be viewed live or at a later date. Fees may apply. Text friends and family who aren't here and invite them to watch. Attention fans, NCS championship tickets may now be purchased at gofan.com. Digital ticketing sponsors of NCS. Use your smartphone to download the GoFan app and bypass the ticket line at games. This event is conducted under the authority of North Coast Section, CIF. All rights are reserved. Individuals other than NCS-approved media outlets attending today's event may not video this event and use the video to reproduce, upload, post, transmit, and distribute for commercial purposes. Individuals may video this event for their own personal, non-commercial purposes. And now on to introduction of the players. First, for the visiting Miramonte Matadors, coached by Jackie Peltier. Number 2, Jane Spiegel. Number 3, Sophia Swenson. Number 4, Sienna Esopa. Number 5, Ashlyn Browning. Number 6, Kate DeFranco. Number 8, Lindsay French. Number 13, Ellie Hawkins. Number 14, Shauna Lindheim. Number 18, Elena Gant. Number 30, Mariana L. Number 20, Taryn Pierce. Number 21, Emma Glanville. And number 32, Ella Robinson. Number 25, Peyton Mays. And number 30, Grace Wood. And the roster for the number 3 seed, Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks. Number 0, Hannah Leach. Number 00, Jamie Lemberg. Number 4, Graciela Hale. Number 5, Chloe Bowman. Number 6, Colette Hale. Number 7, Emma Palmer. Number 8, Kiersey Harris. Number 9, Talia Lazowitz. Number 10, Maggie Jensen. Number 11, Aylin Curtis. Number 12, Sadie Mann. Number 13, Carson Can. Number 14, Noelle Tober. Number 15, Ashley Townsend. Number 17, Sylvie May. Number 19, Sophia Constance. Number 20, Andy Kelly. Number 21, Harper Fox. Number 22, Lucy Hexamer. Number 23, Carly Lehman. Number 24, Annie Shine. Number 25, Rowie Scobie. Number 26, Zadie Foskett. Number 27, Kate Carvalho. Number 28, Zoe Tokarski. And number 54, Maddie Smith. The Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks are coached by head coach Taylor Spray, assistant coaches Logan Timoff and Brian Dayton. And Kendra and T.J. Hill. I don't have these numbers. Who are the numbers? Shelby Capetta. Who am I missing? I don't have a full roster. And apologies to anyone else we missed. Now, if everyone would please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TamTV, where today the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks are hosting the Miramonte Matadors in the initial game of the NCS North Coast section. The home team, the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks, come in with an overall record of 10-5. They were 6-2 during the regular season and lost a heartbreaker to Redwood in the MCAL semifinals. The Miramonte Matadors have a regular season record of 7-11. They were 5-3 in the Diablo Athletic League and come into NCS ranked number 17. The Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks are the 3rd seed in this year's NCS. Looks like the starting lineup for the Red-Tailed Hawks has Maddie Smith, Annie Shine, Kendra Weissman, Graciela Hale, Carson Can, Ashley Townsend, TJ Hill, Sylvie May, Emma Palmer, and Colette Hale with Jamie Lemberg in goal. The Miramonte Matadors are coming over from Orinda, located in the East Bay of San Francisco. So at the draw, it looks to be Elena Gant versus Maddie Smith. And here we go. And we're off. And Rowie also starting for the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks. Rowie brings the ball up, off to the right side, brings it back behind to Hale. Back up to Maddie Smith at the top. Maddie rotates it over to Kendra. Kendra dodges, weaves, drives the middle. And it looks like it's a shooting space foul for Kendra, who will take the ball at the 8 for our first penalty shot of the game. Kendra is a senior on her way to Vanderbilt next year. Has been an absolute foundation of the team for the Red-Tailed Hawks. Kendra drives and drops a low shot in and gives Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks a 1-0 lead. Kendra was the second leading scorer on the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks team this season, only behind the junior MVP, Maddie Smith. So again at mid, resetting for the Hawks. We have Shine and Scobie and Smith as the mids. It's Elena Gant versus Maddie Smith once again at the 50 for the draw. Maddie wins the draw. Back up to Weissman. Weissman over to Shine, who can't control it. Ball's loose. Picked up by number 13, Ellie Hawkins for the Matadors. Matadors' first time on offense. That's Ellie Hawkins driving up the sidelines, met by two defenders, Rowie and Hale. Grace Wood with the ball. Covered by Graciela Hale aggressively. Back and forth, not making much headway across past the 35. Wood having real trouble getting rid of this ball. Finds her teammate Ashlyn Brown on the right side. Dumps it up to Lindsay French. Lindsay French from behind Maddie Smith, but shooting space. Elena Gant at the top for the Mats. Swinging it around. Back behind the goal to Shauna Lineman. Over to number 19, Mariana. Matadors at the top. Hale's got her. Rowie slides. Couldn't see the call. But it looks like the Mats will be taking it from the 12. That's Elena Gant with the pass back. Out number 19, Mariana L. with the ball. That's a Tam Hawk ball. Emma Palmer pushing up right. Dumps it to Ashley Townsend, who crosses the 50. Ashley's fast. She's got plenty of green ahead of her. Drops over to Weissman. Couldn't get the shot off, but rolls behind the crease, looking for someone to cut. Weissman back to Smith at the top. Over to Rowie Scobie. To Shine. Shine to Townsend. Townsend to Hale. Hale back over. And sets to Weissman at the top. Setting up the play. There's Rowie Scobie. Finds Maddie Smith with a beautiful pass by Scobie to Smith, who finds the bottom of the net and a 2-0 lead for the Red Tail Hawks. The California Correctional Peace Officers Association is a CIF statewide contributing partner, CCPOA, with 30,000 members and their families, supporting a brighter today and tomorrow for California's student athletes. And we're resetting with the Red Tail Hawks leading 2-0. Once again, it's Gant for the mats, and it ends up in the hands of Annie Shine. Annie Shine's pushing right, crosses the 30, looking for a pass, finds Hale behind the goal. Hale's rolling, looking, resets up to Maddie Smith at the top. Maddie across to Kendra. Kendra to Rowie. Weissman sets a pick. Back over to Shine. Shine to Townsend. Townsend to Hale. Hale looking for cutters. Doesn't find any. Rolls back behind the net. And resets. Pass across the middle. Nope. Picked up by the Matadors. Chased by Shine. Chased by Maddie Smith. That's number 6. Kate DeFranco. Met by a staunch defense for the Red Tail Hawks, which forces the Mats to set up a play. Back up to the top for the Matadors. Number 18, Elena Gant. Elena looking for a possible cutter. Nope. Picked up by Hale. Hale's pushing. Hale looking for a pass and takes it herself to cross midfield. Looks like she's, just out of the hands of her sister, Graciela Hale. And picked up by the goalie, number 32, Ella Robinson for the Matadors. Miramonte resets. Brings it back up. Drops the ball. That's Weissman. A 3-on-2. She gets fouled. So the Hawks maintain possession. Hawks setting up a play. Over to Ashley Townsend. Ashley to Kendra. Looks for Scobie. Kendra's going with a low shot. And she finds it. That's a goal by the senior, Kendra Weissman. North Coast Section Lacrosse Championships is fueled by the best. For athletes who give everything, nothing beats Gatorade. Nike is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF. Nike's proud to support the student athletes of the CIF. Visit www.nike.com for information for all your footwear and apparel needs. So here we are back 3-0 Tam, controlled by Maddie Smith. Maddie pushes. Oh, that was Annie Shine who missed over the top bar. But it looks like they called a penalty, so Annie will be taking it from the 8. Annie Shine, the junior captain of the Red Tail Hawks. Annie finds the top left of the net to put the Hawks up 4-0. Goal by junior captain Annie Shine. So the score is 4-0. Tam over Miramonte, looking really strong here at the outset of the game. Once again, Maddie Smith takes the draw, and it's controlled by Miramonte. That's number 3 for Miramonte. Sophia Swenson. Swenson brings it back to Gant, who has it at the top, over to Lindsay French. Tam's defense has been strong so far, not allowing a single goal at the outset of the game. There's number 20 pushing, but she's met by a nice slide by TJ Hill, the senior captain for the Red Tail Hawks. But she gets the call. So 20 is taking the ball from the number 20, Taryn Pierce, at the 8. Oh, it stopped, and Lemberg gets the ball for the Hawks. Lemberg looking for an outlet. Appeared to have Emma Palmer coming across the middle. And finds Carson Can, who comes back to help her. Carson pushes right and takes the ball across the 50, looking for a pass. Over to 27 to the freshman, Kate Carvalho. Carvalho up to Smith. Smith, she's driving. She takes a shot, it misses, but Tam maintains possession of the ball. Hale back there to clean it up for the Red Tail Hawks. Over to Can to Smith. Smith to Shine. Shine to Townsend. Townsend to Carvalho. Carvalho to Weissman. Everyone on Tam's touching it. Resetting. There's Carson Can. Tam's not going to be pressured to push. They're going to wait for what they want to wait for. Miramonte's not doing anything to pressure them. Bring the ball back to the top. That's Shiner. Annie. Looks like, tough call by referee Raphael Nunn. Gives the ball back to Miramonte. Miramonte pushes. That's Kate DeFranco running up the right side. Defended by Annie Shine. Trailed by Carson Can. Miramonte brings it down to the right behind the goal. Looks like Miramonte's going to try to set something up. Defended by the freshman, Kate Carvalho. What's the call? Couldn't quite hear what the call was from up here, but Miramonte maintains possession of the ball. Looks like they're trying to take it from the 12. Calls on Maddie Smith, the junior captain, and recently named MVP of the Tamalpais Red-Tailed Hawks at their weekend banquet. Miramonte trying to find some crack in a very staunch Tam defense. Elena Gant looking, defended by Emma Palmer. Gant gets the call, and he'll have it at the 12. Elena's rolling, tries to pass it off to number 8, misses the pass, an errant pass. What's the call? Tam ball. That's Carvalho waiting to get released. Carvalho pushes middle, looking to split, and crosses the 50. Carvalho over to Weissman. Weissman with the ball on the left, trying to find a crease where she might be able to sneak in, and pulls it back. Can to Townsend. Townsend rolling the crease. Townsend looking for a pass, brings it back over to Can. Can has Carvalho but misses her. Cleaned up by number 24, Annie Shine. The junior captain resets the Tam offense at the top. Can back to Maddie Smith at the X. Maddie looking for cutters. Has Hale, nope, for a second. Decides to roll herself. And that's a goal by Maddie Smith. And it's now 5-0 Tamalpais. Goal by junior Maddie Smith. Timeout, Miramonte. Our nation's battles are not fought on the sidelines. They are won by Marines. Earning the title Marine will instill a sense of accomplishment within you, greater than most will ever know. To learn more about the opportunities available in the Marine Corps, go to www.marines.com. And be sure to watch highlights from tonight's game on 49er Cal High Sports Report. Join Robert Bronstein and Aubrey Tolliver for the best in high school sports from all around the Bay Area. 49er Cal High Sports Report airs every Sunday night at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California and replays throughout the week on NBC Sports California. So a beautiful day here at Sam Chapman Stadium in Mill Valley, where the first round of the NCS is taking place. In fact, all first-round games are taking place today throughout the North Bay. In addition to Tamalpais meeting Miramonte, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Bishop O'Dow Cardinal Newman game, which is being played at Bishop O'Dow at 5 o'clock this evening. In addition, the number 1 seed, Campolindo, takes on San Rafael, the number 18 ranked team in the Division II of the NCS. In addition, University in the City will be playing Head Royce. Justin Siena will be playing Lick Wilmerding. San Marin takes on Christian Brothers. In the bracket where both Tam and Miramonte are, the number 1 seed in this part of the bracket is Marin Academy, who is taking on Acalanes today at Paul Good Field. In addition, Casa Grande in Petaluma is playing number 10 Piedmont. So lots of great action across the North Coast today, where eventually we will have a championship game in this Division II, played on May 12th. An absolutely gorgeous day here on the banks of Richardson Bay. I believe the temperature at game time was approximately 72 degrees with light wind. So coming out of timeout are Miramonte and Tam. Miramonte really has not had much of an opportunity to put many shots on goal yet. We have 13 minutes left to play in the first half. Tam leads the Mats 5-0 thus far. As we reset, once again, at the draw, it's the captain, Maddie Smith, for Tam, and number 8, Lindsay French, for the Mats. Ball will be controlled by Miramonte. There's French taking it up. French pulls it back to the 35 and resets. Calls against Can, who lines up behind number 8, Lindsay French. As well as the freshman, Kate Carvalho. French rolls to the top. Gets picked up by Rowie Scobie, the freshman phenom. Elena Gant trying to find something. Elena drops it to French. French looking for a pass. Misses the shot. And they're fighting for the ball. Controlled by Tam and Sylvie May, number 17. Sylvie was recently named the most improved player on the Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks. So Tam's pushing. Controlled by Tam. That's number 13, Carson Can, the sophomore, who dumps it over to the freshman, Rowie Scobie. Rowie pushes center. Finds, blocked. But cleaned up by Hale. Hale back over to Weissman. Weissman to Can to Carvalho, Carvalho to Scobie. Scobie sets up at the top, swings it over to Maddie Smith on the right. Back down to Annie Shine. Tam in no hurry, and nor do they need to be. Kendra looking for a cutter, brings it to the top, swings it back to Kate Carvalho. Kate back to Weissman. Weissman isolated on the right. Swings it back behind the net to Hale. Hale over to Carson Can. Carson rolling the crease, looking for something, puts a shot on, misses, but Tam retains possession. Good hustle by Hale. Inbounds it over to Carson Can. Can to Scobes. Looks like it was a fake. Maddie brings it back, puts a shot on goal right over the right shoulder of the goalie for a 6-0. Wait, hold on. Let's see what the call is. Did we see a yellow card there? I think we do. Interesting. So Smith gets called for the dangerous shot, and takes the goal off the board for the Red Tail Hawks. So Smith will be on the sidelines for 2 minutes with the Red Tail Hawks 1 man down. Let's see if the Hawks can continue to keep the shutout going while they're undermanned. Quite a shot by the captain, Maddie Smith, but taken off the board by a dangerous shot call. Miramonte, while down 5 goals, doesn't seem particularly anxious to push the envelope here. Picked it up and cleaned up by Carson Can. Back to Tam. The underman Tam High Hawks. Can rolling behind the goal and setting up. swings it back up to the top to Rowie Scobie. Over to Kate Carvalho, her fellow freshman. Hale. Hale to Can. Can, waiting, holding. Swings it over to Weissman. Has Annie Shine cutting to the middle. Look, Annie's looking for a shot. Instead, she decides to pull back and reset for the Tam Red-Tail Hawks. That shows really good patience by the junior captain. She's being double-teamed, so she finds Hale, who swings it to Can. Can, looking, waiting. Weissman tries to give her a feed, but she can't quite get open. Back to the top, over to Annie Shine. And here comes Maddie Smith back onto the field after a 2-minute penalty. So both teams are coming across. There's Annie Shine. Gets bumped. Back over to Smith. Smith's resetting. Finds Shine. Boom! Hoof goes off to the top. Right below the crossbar. And Tam leads 6-0. And that's a goal by junior Annie Shine. Get my last little spot in here. The 2022 NCS Lacrosse Championship t-shirts, sweatshirts, patches, hats, and visors are available on the NCS website. Go to www.cifncs.org and click on Shop Merchandise. So now at the draw, it's Maddie and controlled by Miramonte. Miramonte brings it out over to French, who drives down past the 30, drops it off to Elena Gant. Miramonte still looking for their first goal of this NCS game. There's Gant rolling, but there she is. The freshman, Jamie Lemberg, stops the ball, and it's back in possession of the Tam High Red-Tail Hawks. Lemberg being patient to make sure she makes a good outlet pass. Oh. Goes far, and it's on the carpet, picked up by Miramonte. Miramonte pushes left. That's number 4, Sienna Isopa. Back over to Taryn Pierce. Taryn Pierce setting up on the left side. What's the call, ref? Up, offsides. Ball back in the possession of the Tam High Hawks. That's Sylvie May. May clears to Hale. Hale pushes it over the 50. Finds number 26. Zadie Foskett. Ooh. And a shot. And Tam retains possession of the ball. That's Ashley Townsend at the top. Brings it over to Rowie Scobie. Rowie to Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith pushes, gets quickly double teamed. So Maddie drops it over to Foskett. That's the sophomore, Carson Can. Tam setting something up here. We had Shine cutting, but couldn't get open. Foskett with the ball. Being patient, finds Maddie Smith across the middle. What's the call? Looks like Maddie's going to be taking it from the 8. I'll tell you. Ella Robinson. She's a first-time goalie for Miramonte, and to be facing the likes of a Maddie Smith, well, ooh, but she misses left. But Tam, appeared, and they do retain possession. Maddie just missed that shot, just to the left of the goal. So Tam resets. That's Ashley Townsend at the top, looking for something. Ashley over to Scobes. Scobes to Hale. Hale rolling the crease, looking for something. Finds Ashley Townsend in the middle, and another Tam High goal. That's 7-0 Tam. The last goal by number 15, sophomore Ashley Townsend. So it's 7-0 Tam. It's been all Tam here in the first half. With 4:44 to play, it's Smith and Gant back at the draw in the 50. And we're off. Controlled by Scobes. Scobes takes the ball up the left side, looking for a pass. And resets it herself on the left-hand side. Rolls behind the goal, passes it over to Hale. Tam has been so patient. Foskett back to Smith. Smith at the top to Townsend. Townsend over to Shine. Shine to Rowie Scobie. Rowie down to Carson Can. Tam sets. Here's the play. Drops it off to Annie Shine. Annie, Rick to. Ooh. And it's a shooting space call, and it's going to be Maddie Smith again from the 8. Well, I'll tell you what. You saw something you're not going to see often. Maddie Smith missed her last penalty shot from the 8. And this poor, inexperienced goalie, Ella Robinson from Miramonte, is really facing something right now. Maddie Smith, oh, there's Miramonte, helping each other out to get reset. Maddie Smith, the junior, who's heading to Northwestern, comes in and puts the ball at the back of the net for another goal for the Tamalpais Redtail Hawks, and an 8-0 lead with 3:22 to play in the first half. It's Tamalpais 8 and the Miramonte Matadors nothing. Coach Spray making some substitutions. And on defense, number 8, Kiersey Harris, out for the Tamalpais Hawks. Number 6, Colette Hale. So resetting who we have out there. At the mids, it's Shine, Smith, Scobie. At attack, Hale, Carson Can, Zadie Foskett. On defense, Harris, T.J. Hill, Townsend, Andy Kelly. So Miramonte sets up. Miramonte with the ball at the top, trying to find something, trying to get a little bit of momentum going in to halftime. So far, they've just been absolutely thwarted by this Red Tail Hawk defense. Miramonte with the ball at the X, looking, holding, waiting for someone to make a cut. Oh, there's a pass. The first opportunity, real opportunity, scoring opportunity for the Mats, and they miss. Once again, blocked by Lemberg, and Tam pushes. An aggressive pass up the field. Fortunately, it appears, still up for grabs, and Miramonte controls. Miramonte pushing up over the 30. That's French. French to Gant. Gant looking for something. Anything. A cutter. The defense by Tam has just been smothering. Oh, and there's a call. Looks like it'll be Elena Gant from the 8. Lemberg has been so tough in this game so far, stopping every shot that she's faced thus far. Gant drives. Oh, and Miramonte finds their first goal and gets on the board. It's 8-1 Tam over Miramonte with 1:41 to play in the first half. Goal for Miramonte by number 18, Elena Gant. Coach Spray has got to be happy with this first half performance by her Red Tail Hawks. Giving up a mere 1 goal in an NCS game. That's quite a feat thus far. Let's see if we can keep up the defensive prowess. So, Scopes fighting for the ball, and she gets it. Oh, gets tripped. And Tam maintains possession of the ball. Scobie pushing over the 35. Swings it over to Annie Shine. Brings it down to number 1. That's Maggie Jensen in there now for the Hawks. So it looks like it's Smith, Shine, Scobie, Townsend, Maggie Jensen, Zadie Foskett, and we'll get you the last player in just 1 second. So Tam. There's Maddie setting up the play. Sends it down to Foskett, who's looking for cutters back over to Smith on the right side. Townsend cuts. Back to Shine. Here's Smith. Back to Shine. Oh, the shovel shot, but a miss, but Tam will retain possession of the ball. A mere 7 seconds left. I don't think we're going to get another one off yet as the Tam. Oh, and there's the first half. So after 1 half of play here at Sam Chapman Stadium in the initial round of the NCS, it is Tamalpais 8 and Miramonte 1. The NCS does not receive any direct tax support. Its primary source of income are revenue from NCS championship events, corporate sponsorships, and school membership dues. North Coast Section, CIF, is owned and operated by its 175 member schools. Many thanks to our corporate sponsors and attending spectators for their support of NCS-sponsored activities. The NFHS network streams many NCS championship contests live at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Check it out. Selected events may be viewed live or at a later date. Fees may apply. Text friends and family who aren't here and invite them to watch. The North Coast section would like to take this opportunity to recognize the more than 100,000 student athletes and more than 250 scholastic teams who earned North Coast section scholastic awards last year. Congratulations to these NCS Scholar athletes and teams who have excelled both in the classroom and on the field. So here we are at halftime. We've got about 5 minutes until action resumes, and the first half was absolutely all Tamalpais. While Miramonte did put a goal up at the end of the first half, that was quite an impressive performance by Coach Spray's Red Tail Hawks. You know, I have to tell you, this team was really up for this game. They had, in their last game, in the MCAL semifinals, where they played one of their chief rivals, the Redwood Giants, they were tied at halftime at Redwood, 10-10, and had all the hopes of looking to upset the Giants on their home turf. Yet, in the second half, Redwood took real control of the game, and ultimately beat both the Red Tail Hawks as well as beat the Marin Catholic Wildcats in the championship game this past Saturday to claim the MCAL championships. Redwood is in a different NCS division than TAM, so TAM will not be facing them again in any NCS matchups. However, they could face Marin Academy as soon as the semifinals of the NCS. That game would be on May 10th. But the winner of this game, as I mentioned at the outset of the telecast, will be playing the winner of the Bishop O'Dow. They're the number 6 ranked team in NCS, or Cardinal Newman, the number 11 ranked team in NCS. And that game will be this Thursday. If TAM wins today's game, TAM will host that NCS quarterfinal matchup here at Sam Chapman Stadium. The game starting at 5:30 on Thursday. So if TAM can continue their strong winning ways in the second half like they have in the first half, we are going to be we'll be hosting a quarterfinal NCS game here on Thursday. And again, that's against the winner of the Bishop O'Dow Cardinal Newman matchup. That'll be taking place tonight at 5 p.m. Nike is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF. Nike is proud to support student athletes of the CIF. Visit www.nike.com for more information for all your footwear and apparel needs. When you join a team like the California Army National Guard, you'll feel like the ball is always in your court. There's no other part-time job like this. You'll serve your community and your country while you make the most of great benefits like up to 100% tuition for college, plus job skills training. Don't miss your shot at a great future. Contact us today at nationalguard.com. So with just about a minute and a half left until we pick up the second half. Kendra drives and drops a low shot in and gives Tamalpais. Finds Maddie Smith with a beautiful pass by Scobie to Smith, who finds Scobie. Kendra's going with a low shot, and she finds it. Captain of the Red Tail Hawks. Annie finds the top left of the net. Has Hale, nope, for a second, decides to roll herself. And that, that looks like it was a fake one time. In another NCS matchup, it's Casa Grande versus Piedmont. And ultimately, the winners of the lower bracket where TAM and Bishop O'Dow sit will be playing the winners of those games. East Bay is committed to today's modern athlete. As these athletes continue to get faster, stronger, and better, their gear needs to stop up too. Go to eastbay.com to find cutting-edge athletic gear from every brand, for every sport, in the latest styles. East Bay is the official retail partner of the CIF. Shop East Bay for the win. Crystal Creamery is an official sponsor of the North Coast section. Crystal Creamery, your local dairy, is proud to support local athletes. So, here we go, starting the second half of the matchup between the Tamalpais Red-Tail Hawks here at Sam Chapman Stadium against the Miramonte Matadors. The score, 8-1. So Tam High is about 25 minutes away from making it to the quarterfinals of NCS with an incredibly impressive performance in the first half. Starting here in the second half, looks like we have on defense Palmer, Hale, Hill, and May. That's the typical starting lineup that you've seen the Red-Tail Hawks put out there this year. At mid, it appears to be Townsend, Scobie, Smith, and Shine. And on attack, Weissman, Can, and Graciela Hale. So, here we are, Tamalpais Red-Tail Hawks moving right to left this half. Maddie once again taking the draw for the Tamalpais Red-Tail Hawks. And here we go. Second half play. Ball's in the air. Controlled by Rawi Scobie. Oh, and a cover call from the far end by Rafa Nunn. So Miramonte pushing over the 50. There she is, picked up by Annie Shine with a nice check. There's Sylvie May. Haven't had to call out a lot of these defensive names, as in the first half, the majority of the action was on the Tam side of the field. But Miramonte's setting up. That's Gant at the top for the Mats. There's French across the top, and French with a nice shot, left-handed shot, scores for the Mats to make it 8-2 with 24:09 to play here in the second half. So the Mats find the back of the net first here in the second half. They had a tough time doing it in the first half, but maybe they intend to make it a game. I was talking to the head coach of Miramonte before the game. If you can see on the sidelines, that's Jackie Peltier, and Jackie was telling me that Miramonte has just been devastated by injuries and illness. In fact, they only have 3 subs here today, when normally they have a full roster of 21 players. So they are certainly down today and are playing courageously, and once again have won the draw, and the ball is on the Miramonte side of the field. This is a very strong defensive unit for the Hawks. Miramonte with the ball behind. Looking to set something up. Swings it over to French. French to Gant. Gant back to French. Rolling. Picked up nicely by a call, and it looks like that's going to be Lindsay French with a penalty shot from the 8. So Lemberg getting tested here in the early part of the second half. Jamie Lemberg, a freshman who's just been absolutely outstanding. And another goal, but once again by number 8, Lindsay French. Goal for Miramonte by number 8, Lindsay French. The world's best athletes are fueled by the world's best sports drink. For athletes that give everything, nothing beats Gatorade. So it's Maddie Smith at the draw versus, I can't quite see the number. Is that French who just scored the goal? I think it is. Oh, no, sorry, it's Kate DeFranco. No, excuse me, it's Lindsay French. But this time controlled by Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith pushes over the 50. Passes it over to the senior Kendra Weissman. Weissman drops it back to Smith. Looking for a call. Oh, offside. So Tam resetting after the offsides by Miramonte. That's the junior captain, Maddie Smith, just outside the 12. Smith to Townsend, who drops the ball, but picks it back up to control for Tam. Townsend back to Smith. Smith at the 12. Finds Can. Oh, no, Rowie Scobie, excuse me. Scobie. And Maddie Smith finds the back of the net for the first time for the Tam Red Tail Hawks in the second half. Score is now 9-3, Tamil Pius. Goal by junior Maddie Smith, assisted by Rowie Scobie. So it's 9-3. Tam controlling here with 22 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the second half. Smith with another goal. Smith led the Red Tail Hawks in scoring this year and was also recently named the MVP of the team. As I mentioned earlier, Maddie has committed to play collegiate lacrosse at Northwestern in Evanston, Illinois. But fortunately for the Red Tail Hawks, Maddie will be returning next year as a senior, leading this team, who will no doubt be a powerhouse in MCALs and NCS. So back to action. Ball is in Tam possession. That's Hale behind the goal. Swings it over to Annie Smith. Annie to Maddie. Maddie to Ashley Townsend. Ashley Townsend to Scobes. Scobes brings it back over to the senior Kendra Weissman. Setting up a play. Weissman looking for cutters and decides instead to potentially take it herself. Pulls it back. She's double teamed. She's looking to drop it off. She does so to Maddie. And it's going to be Kendra Weissman from the 8. Kendra is senior, and she and the other senior, TJ Hill, both captains, both seniors, and both will be attending Vanderbilt University next year. Oh, she drops and does a little shovel shot right across the turf and finds the back of the net. It's now Tamalpais 10 and the Miramonte Matadors 3. That goal by number 18, senior Kendra Weissman. So we're back at the draw. Looks like Miramonte's putting somebody else up against Smith, trying to find if they can find a combination who might be able to win the draw. Here they go. They're going to reset it again. With just over 20 minutes to play in the game. Again, Tam 10, Miramonte 3. Maddie and Scobie. Excuse me, Kendra. Controlled by Maddie herself. Maddie crosses the 50, drops it off to Scobie. Scobie gets fouled, will retain possession. Not sure what the call is on the far end, but it looks like Tam's going to be retaining possession of the ball.
So it was a charge and Rowie, and then he thought it was an offside, but it wasn't an offside, so it was just the charge and Rowie.
But so Rowie holds on to the ball. Okay, back to Hale. Hale sets up, rolls the crease, looking for a pass. Misses everyone, but it gets cleaned up by Ashley Townsend at the top. Ashley swings it back over to Kendra. Kendra fakes to Maddie, takes it herself. Ooh, but a nice stop by number 32, Ella Robinson, for the Miramonte Matadors. Now let's see if they can clear this ball with an aggressive defense. Oh, looks like it's a call on Can. Miramonte's going to retain possession. And the ref's going to make them reset. Again, Miramonte ball. Oh, Can almost had it from behind. And kind of a wild flick. Pretty dangerous being that far away from goal. But Miramonte controls. Shine. Oh, and triple teamed. But Gant gets through, but appears to lose the ball. And that's going to be a Tam ball. Maddie Smith. Maddie sends it up to her fellow junior, Annie Shine. Annie over to Carson. Carson back to Maddie, excuse me. There's a sub. That's Shelby Capetta coming in for the Red Tail Hawks to play attack. There's Capetta, number 3 at the top. Drops the ball, picks it back up. Oh, but loses it to Miramonte. Some early nerves for Capetta as she comes onto the field. Oh, but the Miramonte. Okay, Miramonte ball at the 50. Calls against Smith. And they're resetting again. Taryn Pierce with the ball for the Mats on the right side, bringing it up. With the exception of Capetta, it appears to be the same defense that the Hawks have been going with for the entire game. Pierce trying to roll the crease, but Palmer won't let her, but does ultimately get called. So, Miramonte has the ball on offense a little bit more this half than they certainly did in the first half, and have taken those opportunities and scored 2 goals this half thus far. There's number 8, French. French springs it back out to DeFranco. DeFranco with the ball at the top. looking for a pass across the middle. Can't find it. Instead, it's cleaned up by number 6, Colette Hale. Colette Hale works the ball up to Weissman. Weissman along the right side. Driving down. Weissman appears to have numbers. Can they stop her? Drops it off to... And she gets the call, and we'll have the penalty shot at the 8. She capitalized on this last time, giving the Red Tail Hawks a 10-3 lead. There's Weissman setting up, waving the stick. This time, she goes, but it's blocked by the Matador goalie. That time, last time she faked and took it out. This time she brought it all the way to the net, but was successfully blocked by Ella Robinson, the Matador goalie. And Miramonte regains possession. That's Peyton Mays, who drops it off to 13, Ellie Hawkins, trying to get it across, but a swarming Hawk defense meets her there. Ooh, a nice play by Capetta, but it looks like that Miramonte gets the call. Nope, that's Carson Can, excuse me. So Miramonte sets. Gant at the top. And a cut by Miramonte and a shot and a goal. Can't see who that was. I think it might have been number 6. Kate DeFranco. I'm not quite sure. But I can tell you this. It's TAM 10. It's the Matadors 4. So the Matadors have outscored the Red Tail Hawks here in the second half, 3-2. And we're almost 10 minutes into the half. So Coach Spray on the sidelines talking with senior Shelby Capetta, doing some coaching, always coaching on the sidelines, always leading, always modeling, talking about what you've done, what you can potentially do better. The girls love Coach Spray, who's really been a positive addition in her second year as head coach of the Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks lacrosse varsity team. And Miramonte has the ball again. I think Miramonte's had the ball more than 50% of the time here in the second half, and the scoreboard tells the story. They have a second half goal lead of 3-2, while Tam still controls the overall score of 10-4. You'd like to see Tam have the same. Oh, Miramonte almost makes it a 10-5 game, missing just left. And there's a scrap for the ball. Who's going to come up with it? It's Tam ball. So Townsend pushes for the Hawks. I was at the banquet over the weekend, and they were talking about how fast that Ashley Townsend is. So we have some new faces in here for the Hawks. No, maybe not. Okay, Tam retains possession. Is that Foskett? It is Foskett. Foskett from the 8. Tam setting up. Foskett pushes and rolls the crease. Oh, looks like she might have stepped inside the crease. Turnover, ball back to Miramonte. It's just been a little sloppy for the Hawks here in the second half. Obviously, they still have a nice, comfortable 6-goal lead, but I'm sure Coach Spray would like to see a little bit. Oh, and there's a turnover. That's Carson Can pushing. Here's Annie Shine cutting. She doesn't see her. Hale cuts. Hale pulls it back out and resets for the Hawks. And Coach Spray decides to call a timeout. So, with 12:37 left to play in the second half, Tamalpais Hawks call a timeout with a 6-point lead, 10-4. (2022) NCS Lacrosse Championship Series events. Results and next round pairings can be found at the NCS website, www.cifncs.org. Each night of our championships. Check it out. MaxPreps is an official digital content provider of CIF and the CIF sections. MaxPreps is also an official photographer for the CIF. Scoreboard Live is the official digital partner of the CIF and your destination for schedules, scores, news, and more. Download the SB Live Sports app today to start following your favorite teams and players. Black Bear Diner, the CIF's official family diner, where community connection and good food matter. Would like to celebrate and congratulate our athletes and families here today. On your way home, be sure to feed your inner bear with huge portions of comfort food classics for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Black Bear Diner. All right, so with 12:37 left to play, Coach Spray calls a timeout. Now, you'd have to think that Tam feels comfortable with a 6-point lead against the Matadors, but I think Coach Spray didn't like what she was seeing out in the field. And you can tell with her animated moves in the huddle right now that she's conveying that to the Red Tail Hawks. You know, in lacrosse, as we've seen, as the Tam High Hawks have done to other teams, you know, a 6-point lead can quickly evaporate, and so we need to kind of regroup here and find the rhythm that the Hawks had in the first half. So once again, on defense, we have a substitution. There's Carly Lehman, number 23, has come into the game, along with Sylvie May, Emma Palmer, and Colette Hale on defense. On offense, it appears to be Foskett, Hale, Can, Townsend. There's Hale. Hale's aggressive, and she gets the call, and she'll have the penalty shot from the 8. That's Graciela Hale, not to be confused with her sister Colette Hale. Graciela plays on the offensive side, and Colette is a foundation for the Tam Hawk defense. Grassi waiting for the whistle. Charges the net. Tries a low shot and misses. And it's the Matadors' ball. So, with 11:40 to play, Miramonte once again pushing up the field. Elena Gant drops it off to number 8, Lindsay French. French gets it across the 35 to set up the play. French drives, and it looks like she gets a call. And French will be setting up for a penalty shot from the 8. Here's French. And she scores. And now it's 10-5. Hawks. Quickly, Coach Spray brings in Rowie Scobie and Kate Carvalho, 2 freshmen, taking out Maddie Smith and number 15, Ashley Townsend. Also, Zadie Foskett comes off for the Red Tail Hawks. So Weissman will be taking the draw now for the Hawks. So it's been a tale of two halves. Tam rushed out to a fast 8-0 lead, but have somewhat stalled out since then, scoring 2 goals to Miramonte's 5. So here we are with 11 minutes to go in the game. Kendra Weissman, the senior captain, on the draw for the Red Tail Hawks. And Tam controls. Weissman pushes, gets tangled up with number 20, Taryn Pierce for the Mats, and resets up. There's Kendra, driving the goal, looking for a shot, and she finds the back of the net. Weissman with a beautiful goal to put the Hawks back up by 6 with 10:38 to play in the game. The last goal by senior number 18, Kendra Weissman. All right. So 10:38 to play. Tam pushes its lead back to 6 with Weissman once again taking the draw for the Red Tail Hawks. I think Coach Spray really wants to see the momentum shift back to the Hawks here in the second half and to finish off the game. You want to have some momentum going into a quarterfinal game here in NCS. So Hawks win the draw. That's Annie Shine with a shot that is deflected, but Tam will retain possession of the ball. And it looks like Carson Can brings it in for the Hawks. Carson looking for a pass. Hawks setting up. There's Hale. Hale drops the ball. Carson cleans it back up. She's rolling. Ooh. And it's going to be it looks like it's going to be a shot for Can from the 8. A little bit tougher of an angle here from the far left side for Can. Certainly attainable, however. Instead, she drops it off to Shine. Shine pulls it back. Shine back to Can. Can rolls the better. And a nice shot across the middle, and Can finds the back of the net and puts the Hawks up by 7 with 9:31 to play in the game. The last goal by sophomore Carson Can. So 9:31 to play in the game. It's the Hawks 12, the Matadors 5. Weissman on the draw for the Hawks. Scobie and Shine on the circle. And controlled by Miramonte. Miramonte feels like they may have lost a little bit of the momentum, but wins that draw and wants to bring it back to their side. Miramonte brings the ball behind the net, sets up a play. Oh, and they answer. Miramonte answers. That's number 6, Kate DeFranco. And so the score is now Tamalpais 12, Miramonte 6. Goal for Miramonte by number 6, Kate DeFranco. So Miramonte is not going to go down without a fight. Kendra Weissman back at the draw for the Hawks. And number 18, Elena Gant for the Matadors. So the Mats and the Hawks trading goals back and forth here in the last few minutes of the second half. And you've got to think that Coach Peltier for the Miramonte Matadors is happy with her team's performance here in the second half. At the draw, Weissman for the Hawks. And the Hawk. What's the call? Oh, Miramonte ball. That's French pushing for the Mats. Miramonte retains possession, moves the ball in, setting up. That's Elena Gant, who finds a pass in the middle, misses her pass, but that's Tamball. Tamball wasn't a shot. It was an errant pass. Possession, Tamalpais. So that's Colette Hale starting out with a nice, looks like a nice screen by the goaltender. However, looks like Miramonte ball. Yes, it is. So Jamie's got to hustle back into the goal while Miramonte retains possession. Another shot and another goal for Miramonte. Looks like that was that number 18, Elena Gant? I blinked and then they scored so quickly I missed it. So some substitutions for the Red Tail Hawks. Maddie Smith coming back on for Rowie Scobie, as well as Ashley Townsend coming in for number 21, Harper Fox. So Weissman at the draw against Gant. It's now 12-7 Tamalpais with 7:24 to play in the game. Tam looks to control. Maddie cleans it up and pushes left. Maddie's had a little bit of a break on the sidelines, and knowing Maddie Smith, that's just going to fuel her fire here for the last 7 minutes of this game. I suspect you're going to hear something from Maddie before this is through. Nice pass by Maddie over to Carson Can, and Tamalpais scores again and has a 6-point lead with 7:01 left to play in the game. Goal by sophomore Carson Can, assisted by Maddie Smith. Okay. Let's finish this last spot here so we can get rid of our NCS script. Nike is the official footwear, apparel, and uniform provider of the CIF. Nike is proud to support the student athletes of the CIF. Visit www.nike.com for more information for all your footwear and apparel needs. All right. So we're now done with the NCS spots and can concentrate on the last 6 minutes of this game. Maddie Smith controls, pushes down with a full head of steam, brings it all the way in, looking for a shot. Ooh, ricochets off of the net. And Tam retains possession. Looks like three from the Matadors might have stepped over the line. So here's Kendra pushing and shot, no, cleaned up by Carson Can. Carson now has a hat trick for today. A great performance by the sophomore, Carson Can. The last goal, once again by sophomore Carson Can. So Carson with a hat trick, with her third goal, pushing the Tam lead back up to 7 with 6:29 to play in the game. This type of a performance by the Hawks is a little bit more reminiscent of what they were doing in the first half of the game. So here we go to the draw. It's Weissman versus Gant. Weissman has the height advantage, but Gant certainly is a scrappy player for the Matadors. And we're off, and the Matadors control. That's number 8, Lindsay French. French drops it off to Ellie Hawkins, who pushes right side. She's defended by Carson Can. Met by Kendra and Hale. And turns the ball over. Ooh. Lindsay French lays a shot, and I'm surprised that we're not seeing perhaps a little more than simply a whistle on that call. They give time for Weissman to regroup, so it's Tamalpais ball. Weissman brings it up, crosses the 50, and pushes to the right side. She's once again met with a very, very hard foul by number 13, Ellie Hawkins. Weissman takes 2. And that's what I thought we were probably going to see. None goes to the yellow card, and that gives the Hawks a one-man advantage here for the next 2 minutes with 5:52 to play. Yeah, Ellie Hawkins really laid a hard shot on the senior, Kendra Weissman, right about at the 8. And so Hawkins is going to come to the sidelines and grab some carpet for 2 minutes and think about that last shot. So Tam from the 12. It's Weissman. Weissman out to Carvalho. The freshman back in. Over to Maddie Smith. To Shine. Shine to Can. Can to Hale. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. It's Weissman coming out. And Zadie Foskett going in. Zadie immediately with a hard cut, looking for a pass, cleaned up by Ashley Townsend. Townsend over to Can. Can swings it over to Hale. Hale to Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith pushes with a bounce pass, and she finds the back of the net. Maddie Smith with another goal for the Hawks, and now pushes the Tam High lead to 15-7. Last goal by number 54, junior Maddie Smith. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I go with it. So, here we are at the draw. Hawks with an 8-goal lead with just over 5 minutes to play. Loose ball, Maddie picks it up. Pushes left. Up to Carson Can. Carson looking for a pass. Finds Annie's shine. Annie, instead of taking the shot, looks for one more good pass. Brings it back out to Hale. Hale to Carson behind at the X. Looking for a pass to Smith. Smith. Off on the left. Swings it down to Carson Can. Carson into Zadie Foskey, who takes a shot. Misses, but it's going to be Tam ball. Good hustle by Hale. Hale inbounding from behind the net. Looking for a pass. She finds it. There's Can again. The sophomore Carson Can with her 4th goal of the game, pushing the Tam High lead to 16-7. Goal by number 13, sophomore Carson Can. So, Hawks have now pushed the lead back up to 9. Maddie Smith back taking the draw for the Hawks. Against number 18, Elena Gant. Tam appears to control. Yes, he does. Ashley Townsend has control. Pushes up, finds Hale with a quick shot and a bounce pass and another goal for the Tam High Hawks. A beautiful movement of the ball. That was less than 10 seconds after the draw. Tam finds pay dirt again to give themselves a 10-point lead with just over 4 minutes to play in the game. Looking down at the coaches, I saw Coach Spray look back at Coach Dayton with a nice smile on her face. They obviously, it's something that they've been working on, and she's happy to see that they were successfully able to score quickly and push the lead to 17-10 Tam. Tam still appears to have a one-man advantage, with Ellie Hawkins still on the sidelines. Are they letting her back in? Has she served her 2-minute time? She appears she has. So we're all evened up here. Tam ball at the 50. That's going to be Maddie Smith. Maddie moves it over to Carvalho. Carvalho back to Smith. Smith with a full head of steam. And she finds the back of the net with another quick goal. In less than 20 seconds, Tam puts 2 more goals on the board to have an 11-point lead. It's now 18-7 Tam over Miramonte with just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Clock is rolling now at this point with an 11-point lead. So it's Smith against French at the draw. You know, it's probably going to be tough for Miramonte to come back at this point, but you've got to tip your hat to the Matadors, who were down by 8, could have packed up and decided to go home, and instead really courageously and valiantly played the second half, and in fact were leading the second half in goals until just about the last 5 minutes when Tam had somewhat of an offensive onslaught. So here's Elena Gant. Bring the ball up for the Matadors. Defended by TJ Hill and stopped. Beautiful stop by Jamie Lemberg. And ball's on the ground. Looks like Miramonte controls. That's DeFranco. DeFranco back up to the top of that French. A little bit of a cross up. French drives and, she misses high. What's the call? Who's going to maintain possession of the ball here, ref? Yep, it's going to be French. It's going to be French from the 8. With a rolling clock, 1:42 left to play. Tam leading by 11. But French once again with the penalty shot from the right side. Jamie's had a nice game today. Oh, the defense collapses and doesn't give French an opportunity to get a shot off. Clock stopped with 1:21 to play. Not sure what the ref is. Looks like it's going to be French again from the 8. And a yellow card's pulled. Yellow card pulled on number 6, Colette Hale. So Colette will spend the remainder of the game on the sidelines with Tam one man down. Not sure what that call was, but Hale gets a deserved rest on one knee on the sidelines to watch the rest of the game. Another shot by French and another goal. So with a rolling clock with 1:15 to play, Miramonte puts another goal on the board by number 8, Lindsay French. Goal for Miramonte by number 8, Lindsay French. So, looks like Tam will win this game with a convincing 18-8 lead over Miramonte with a rolling clock with less than 40 seconds to play. Here's probably what will likely be the final draw. Maddie Smurth versus Lindsay French. And Maddie controls. Maddie crosses the 50 and sets up a play. Oh, intercepted by Miramonte, who's pushing with 15 seconds left to play. Miramonte got D'd up by Carson Can, picked up by Carvalho, and it looks like that's going to be the final score. So for the final score for today here at Sam Chapman Stadium, Tamalpais 18, Miramonte 8. Tamalpais wins its initial game in the NCS and will go on to play the winner of the other NCS game that's being played later this afternoon at Bishop O'Dowd. Please remember to support our corporate partners in their appreciation of their support of our student athletes, the Marines, NFHS Network, 409er Cal High Sports Report, California Correctional Peace Officers Association, Gatorade, East Bay, Nike, Scorebook Live, Crystal Creamery, California Army National Guard, Black Bear Diner, California Canopy, and Max Preps. So that's as the teams meet at the 50.